This last couple of weeks have been, without a doubt, very full, but I didn't get a whole lot done here. Finally got back to working on this place, and so I got a little bit done, not a ton, but let me show you what's done. I thought I said something kind of pithy, and I'm not sure it actually made it onto the cut. I thought I was recording, and I wasn't. But we are zooming along at turtle speed here. So as you can see, big semi and all that material on the back of that semi is for this. It's just this one job. So this is where this bad boy is going. And I can see in Ryan's face that we have an issue got to work out. So, hi, we're Bruce
and Cheryl.
We moved from California to get away from the hustle
and bustle
of a fast-paced lifestyle
and a not-so-perfect political climate
to enjoy a slower speed,
better values,
and a rich Christian atmosphere. Join us as we discover our new environment, rebuild our new-to-us home on 2.5 acres,
and enjoy the scenic southern landscape of central western Georgia.
Sweet child. Good afternoon. Take off the glasses because I hate that reflection. Guys, I'm sorry. This last couple of weeks have been, without a doubt, very full, but I didn't get a whole lot done here. We did a lot with Thanksgiving. We did a lot with the Christmas parade. I had a semi-tractor trailer in my front yard for about a week. I finally got back to working on this place, and so I got a little bit done, not a ton, but let me show you what's done. So I finished blocking for my niches and getting them installed so they're screwed in place. And then I papered the floor, and I got the drain installed, but it's not hooked up yet underneath. I still have to crawl under there. I put a temporary 2x4 in here so that I could identify the exact location that that vent pipe is going to be, and then went ahead and got it run and just finished putting it through the roof today. I figured when I got some 4-inch can lights or canless lights. These will go, that one right there will go above the cabinet on this side. Those two in the middle above the TV, and this one down here above that cabinet. So those are all wired in and done. So then the only thing really I've got to figure out is how I can get a test weenie down this waste and overflow so I can block that drain. So all the rest of the waste and vent is basically done except for the connection point for underneath the shower. I've got to put the P-trap in and connect it to that 3-inch 90 off of the toilet flange. And then that's done. And then it's just a matter of testing it, running water in it, making sure that it holds water. And I guess the only other electrical stuff I have to deal with, I need to mount that round box where it's going to go and wire that in. This temp line right here needs to go. Then the only issue I have, I guess I can move, hey, calm down, dude. I can move the refrigerator, I guess, over to plug into where the wine fridge goes, or plug it into the dining room outlet, which is that guy right there. And I'm, like I said, I'm wiring those off the other panel, off the garage panel, because the garage panel is going to do the 20 amp outlet in the bathroom, and it'll do all the laundry room and all the garage and exterior plugs, with the exception of those two. Oh, that's the other thing I got to do. I've got to put in a switch. I'm going to switch the outlet, the main feed off of this GFI right here. I'm going to put a switch in the closet. So I'm going to basically break that line right there bring it down into the closet to a switch, and then come up into that outlet box up there, and then it goes over to the other outlet. Basically, that switch will be for my outdoor Christmas lights and whatever kind of decorations I do that needs something like that power outside. You know, I'm just continuing picking up all the rest of the minor stuff I got to do. I'm not really sure what I recorded and what I missed. Oh, I did mention something about the floor plug. So I did get the material for the floor plug. I mentioned it before in another segment. And today I went out and got the material for it. And let me show you. So this is what I got. It's one of those pop-up outlets. It's a brass top. Heavy, man, that box is heavy. So I'll get that installed in the floor. We talked about it, Cheryl and I, and came to the conclusion that what I talked about before, putting it right about in here, it's a pretty good spot, considering where the potential for a love seat or dual recliner type sofa would be sitting. Makes the most sense. So I'll get that installed. I'm wiring it over to that outlet, so I got to drill through the top or through the bottom plate underneath the floor and pull it across over to this area. I thought I said something kind of pithy, and I'm not sure it actually made it onto the cut. I thought I was recording and I wasn't. But we are zooming along at turtle speed here. I thought that last week I would be getting my inspection, but because of the parade float and all the stuff that we've been working on, I didn't get a chance to call for it. I'm hoping to call for it this week, but what that means is I've got to get underneath the house and finish the waistline for the tub, or the shower rather, in the master bedroom. And I think I mentioned in the video that didn't record that underneath the house is really wet. The condensation is really bad, and so the top of the vapor barrier is wet. The bottom of the underlayment or the Tyvek that I put under the floor joist is damp. And because it's so wet underneath there, I guess I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet, crawl in there and do that. I got the pipe for it today. I already had the P-trap, so I just have to make that connection. And once that connection's done, all the waste and vent is done. And I can start testing it as long as I can figure out a way to take care of that waste and overflow in the bathtub. So, needless to say, there are some other items that have to be touched up and taken care of before we can call for an inspection, but we're super duper close. And
Hi, everybody.
back still hurting?
Yeah, and I was leaning over, you know, like I shouldn't do, but I had to fill my watering pot. Try to keep my succulents, the ones that are left, alive.
Let's do this.
All right. So last night, even after I closed out and said that I was done for the night, I decided, oh, you know what? I do need to get this floor plug in. So I started grinding the floor in this location where it needs to be put in. And I did not film that, but I filled in some of the cracks, and I've got to fill in some of the other spots with, I need to do the Bondo, but I'm just going to sand down these areas and go ahead and install the box, get the wiring run underneath. looky there. Turn this around so it's a little closer. And let's drop the top in it. See how close it is. Follow an individual. Well, I would say that's success. So there you go. There's the height. Now we simply need to lock that down in place. We use a couple of coarse thread screws. So we've cut the box in. I routed it out so that we can get the proper height at the top. Now I need to pop in the electrical.
Here.
So,
I don't.
good morning, guys. Hopefully you can hear me all right. But so we're getting started on this job. We're in Ocala, Florida. We're getting ready to build a Western Timber Frame Gazebo Pavilion. This is the pavilion style gazebos. These things are large. They're mega. And so we're getting set up on the layout right now. We're trying to lay out the corner posts and everything. And we're waiting for our lift to show up so we can get the timber off the truck. Let me show you the delivery here. So as you can see, big semi and all that material on the back of that semi is for this. It's just this one job. And so we're waiting on a forklift, an extended reach forklift. And when it gets here, we can unload all that stuff. And then let me bring you back here and show you the slab that we're working on.
6. Ooh, no. Ooh.
So this is where this bad boy is going. And I can see in Ryan's face that we have an issue got to work out. So I'll get right back to you and I'll try and get another camera set up so we can get a couple of different angles here. All right, so we think we got the issue figured out. We're going to try and use a laser to plot our corners and stuff, but we're just going to have to do it old school. slab square laser seems to be off just a little bit. So we're gonna lay it out. But now we got, the lift is here, and we gotta bring all this stuff in. And once we get everything off the truck, then nobody's waiting on us and we can just do our thing. Oh boy. Traffic is always the fun part of all this. So, just got to deal with it. And if y'all remember, that's Ryan, my son.
No matter what time of day you go, they like cutting trucks off and everything else.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, see, I'm from California, so I had to get used to trucks going 80 miles an hour. I like, normally they're going 55, you know, in California at least they were.
All right, so that was a lot of fun. We got it unloaded. I don't know how much of that we got on video, but I can't drive and operate a camera at the same time, unfortunately. Anywho.
Oh, what a great day. What a great day.
What's the matter?
My blade's completely used and I obviously used all my blades.
Oh, I think I've got a packet of blades. So these are the posts.
Some nice
So
plates.
it's got the knife plate in there.
Yeah.
See, which is the other issue, right?
Because if it came up in the middle, there's no hole in the knife plate. She set it right then. It's supposed to be on the edge. It has to be.
Yeah. And they should be able to bore in through the side to that center, because it is bored from bottom to top, straight through the middle. It's a solid bore all the way through.
Oh, really?
And then they route in these boxes to do their electrical, and then they just run their wire up and down that chase to tie it in. So he'll have to come into the side of that with an LB to get into that center chase and then run wire up to it.
I guess I'm gonna.
So here we go.
How many? 4 per?
Yeah, 4 per.
I'll set them down, lay them out. On the ground, is that fine?
Yep.
Well, we're gonna have some here, some here, some here, some here. I probably should have bought the big boy. That sucker would have been. 2, 3, 4. Not a lot of knife plates, but. So should I just move the laser back? More bolts?
Okay, where did I put that? at this. So I didn't even consider this. It completely didn't even dawn on me. Even though these are bored up the center, I need to get a screw to get that out. But even though these are bored up the center, right? See that metal plate? That's the nice plate. That has to be mounted onto the concrete. There's no way that that pipe could have been in the center because you couldn't have got it in.
But I thought that was only for the posts that were structural posts, and the Inferno post was not structural. He told me it was hollow.
It's got a core right up the middle of
So
it.
this is a good mistake.
Yes, absolutely is a good mistake because if you had that bin in the center,
You wouldn't have been able to get the plate to the ground.
we'd have had to just cut it off and they'd had to figure something out.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love that.
And so, and gotta love this because you nailed it. Look at this. Right there and right there, right next to it.
Wow.
So,
Listen, I'm telling you what.
High five, right?
Look out for us.
amen.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Now I'm just
So, and it looks like everything is winding up right about where you plan. I mean, within an eighth of an inch.
Oh, wow.
We're 12 inches off,
Oh, good.
around the right eighth inch.
About it, not even an eighth,
Not even
16th to
an
eighth.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and it is. We check corner to corner, so you're perfectly square,
Perfect.
which is excellent.
And then my next is going to be the wall, and is this stuff in the way? And I hope.
And it doesn't look like it's going to be because see how far back that guy is.
Yep.
So it means that all this stuff is far forward
Is
of it.
forward.
Where's the
yeah.
wall?
The wall is going to be between this post and that post.
But this way. Now, where's the wall?
It's
gonna be?
right between the 10 by 10, so it's going to be probably center of them.
But I mean, as far as these aren't going to be like.
No,
walls
these
aren't
are-
gonna be, like,
No,
Because it's back here. So there's your, where's your mark?
the edge of the wall would.
Right there.
I mean, that's the edge of the
The edge of the post.
post. So
So your wall will probably sit center of those posts somewhere, and then whatever the thickness is, 3.5 at most or whatever. I don't even know what the material is yet, but I think it's tongue and groove. And if it's tongue and groove, it's what, 1.5 wide and 3.5 inches tall, or 5.5 inches tall. If you're like 6 inches. Yeah. So okay, pull that out. Ryan.
Yeah,
So
that's
see
hollow.
that core?
Oh, that would have had to go dead center. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
guy literally goes all
And
the way through the post.
There wouldn't have been a way for him to tie in. He would have. That would have been really hard to try to fish a wire in there anyway, too.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
But so what he's going to have to do is drill into the side and put an LB in there and just get to that, drill into the center. And once he gets to the center, he'll just have to figure out a way to
So I'll have
fish.
to go back.
Yeah, it's on this side of it. So we'll just have to see how the wall encompasses that. And it may have to be cut down a little bit to allow the wall to, it depends on what the height is. I don't know. But as far as location, it's around that.
Uh,